God to me was someone that looked down and didn't really care about me, just cared about how many doors I held open for elderly people. And so I really didn't know him or his love. And I knew that there was something inside of me that needed something, and I just had no idea what it was. So it was last May 3rd when he passed away, and right before that he did all of these things that were not the greatest per se, and so I hadn't seen him for over a year, and that April we had just begun talking again, and it was his counselor, my counselor, him and I, and we were all talking, and it was really distant, and I definitely told him how I felt, which I needed to get out, but I really wish I had been a bit kinder, because I was extremely hard on him, and I'll never forget how, as I was reading that, there were tears falling down his face. I could just tell how sorry my dad was and how regretful he was. And I remember being so overwhelmed with anger and sadness that he hadn't been in my life for the past year that I just kept coming at him with more and more. After he passed away, it was just probably the worst time of my whole life. It was between all the pain and all the hurt I'd carried for my entire life and never let go of. And then suddenly I was not only without my dad, but I was without any hope of ever restoring that relationship. I'm in this huge pit of every negative emotion that you can imagine, and I just don't know what to do with myself. So I try the one thing that I haven't really ever before, and I try talking to people and letting people love me. And it's just a crazy thing how much that really helped and brought me closer to where I could pray and I could feel like I could just reach out and touch Jesus. At Love is Red last month, I remember that was the first time since he died that I forgave not only him for everything he done, but myself for not only what I said to him, but everything I had done in my life. And there was just such a peace. That night I just stayed up and past everybody else, and I just realized how there had been subtle hints here and there, and then Love is Red is based on leadership this year, and how God was calling me to be a pastor. And that was just such a crazy thing. So I was left at the point where all the big high Jesus moments kind of passed, and it was just my everyday life. And I was wondering, like, where do I go from here? How do I make this a reality? And so I joined the leadership team at Student Life, and right off the bat I was praying in front of people that I never thought I would before, and I was smiling and hugging and shaking the hands of people I don't even know the names of. So I was always raised to never judge a book by its cover, but I always thought that that meant more like, don't call anybody ugly because that's rude. But seeing where I was and where I am now, I'm really able to take that into another perspective. And as I'm greeting people, it comes so easily to me because I know that I'm not alone in where I was. And there's probably some of you that feel a lot like I do, or maybe even in worse conditions than I was. And I know that there's no reason for anybody to feel that way. And I put a smile on my face and just bring all the joy from Jesus that I can bring and try to make someone stay a little bit better. So as much as the world tries to beat you down, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, but Jesus came, and he's still coming, trying to give you abundant life every single day. And all he wants is to just pick you up in his arms and just show you how much you're loved and how he just wants to overwhelm you with every good emotion that you can possibly think of, but not just emotion. He wants to overwhelm you with life change.